Social media censorship strikes again. Twitter suspends Charlie Kirk for saying a biological man is a man. Quote, truth is banned from Twitter, Kirk told the Daily Wire on Tuesday afternoon. They believe they are the arbiters of truth regarding society's most controversial topics. Yes, this keeps happening. Everybody knows social media feels like they are the gatekeepers of information. If you have an opinion they don't like or you expose something that goes against their narrative, they will try to censor you, ban you, shut you out of the conversation. I mean, for God's sakes, they were able to censor and completely ban the sitting president of the fucking United States. Alright, they just completely nuked him off of social media altogether. They have that power. Now let's look at this. Twitter has suspended Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk for stating that a biological man who identifies as a transgender woman was a man. Truth is banned from Twitter, Kirk told the Daily Wire on Tuesday afternoon. They believe they are the arbiters of truth regarding society's most controversial topics. Rather than allowing Americans to have these debates, they punish defiance, demand that you delete the tweet, and if you do, they get to say, see, we are nice, reasonable tyrants, he added. They want submission. We must not give them what they want. Correct. That's exactly what they'll do. See, we were right the whole time. You were just being a bigot. Kirk had tweeted about Assistant Secretary for Health for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Rachel Levine. Rachel Levine spent 54 years of his life as a man, tweeted Kirk on March 15th. He had a wife and a family. He transitioned to being a woman in 2011. Joe Biden appointed Levine to be a four-star admiral, and now USA Today has named Rachel Levine as a Woman of the Year. Where are the feminists? Kirk said. All right, this is the tweet right here, as you can see, and then Twitter's violation policy right here, violating our rules against hateful conduct. You may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease. A Twitter spokesman told the Daily Wire that Kirk's tweet violated its rules against hateful conduct. And what is hateful conduct? Anything that they decide, anything, they can call it whatever they want. It's so, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, it's broad. They don't specify what, because you could find hateful conduct all over fucking Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Uh, but it's so one-sided on the things that they want to shut out of the conversation. The account owner will be required to delete the violative tweet and spend 12 hours in read-only mode before regaining full access to their account, the Twitter spokesman said. The spokesman pointed the Daily Wire to the company's hateful conduct policy, which states that Twitter prohibits targeting others with repeated slurs, tropes, or other content that intends to dehumanize, degrade, or reinforce negative or harmful stereotypes about a protected category. This includes targeted misgendering or dead naming of transgender individuals, the statement said. And then, yeah, this comes just a couple days after the Babylon Bee was banned from Twitter for giving them the award of Man of the Year. And if you know the Babylon Bee, they are a satirical newsletter. Basically, they're fucking hilarious. Check them out. But yeah, they were banned from Twitter the other day for talking about Rachel Levine. Twitter's message to Kirk encourages the prominent conservative commentator to delete his tweet in order to be allowed back on Twitter. By deleting the tweet, Kirk acknowledges that his tweet violates Twitter's rules. Twitter has repeatedly been censoring users that commented mockingly on USA Today's declaration of Levine as Woman of the Year. Yeah, because it's a joke. The Babylon Bee CEO, Seth Dillon, announced Saturday that Twitter had censored the Babylon Bee for hateful conduct. The account was locked over a Babylon Bee piece jokingly naming Levine as Man of the Year. Twitter also took action against Republican Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, who also referred to Levine as a man. Though Twitter flagged the tweet as hateful, the platform allowed Paxton's tweet to remain, stating, "This tweet violated the Twitter rules about hateful conduct. However, Twitter has determined that it may be in the public's interest for the tweet to remain accessible." In a statement, Paxton deeply criticized Twitter for censoring accounts for stating an irrefutable scientific fact. "Yesterday, I stated an irrefutable scientific fact. Rachel Levine is a man. I pointed this out after USA Today named him a Woman of the Year. But Levine is not a woman. He has one X and one Y chromosome and other male sex characteristics. I just follow the science." Yeah, what happened to following the science? For simply saying this matter of factly, Twitter blocked it as hateful. Users can now only access my statement through a trigger warning filter. And even then, users can neither like it nor comment on it. At the same time, hundreds of other verified accounts saying the exact same thing remain untouched and unfiltered. This whole insane episode represents a two-pronged attack from the left, both of which I'm vigorously fighting against. First is the left's war against human biology, and especially against women. Second is their weaponization of big tech against conservative voices. But big tech is not only anti conservative and anti Republican, it is now apparently anti truth and anti science. I will continue to use all of my power to hold them accountable. Even now, I'm exploring legal options to stop their one sided censorship. And it is very one sided. We see this time and time again. Conservatives, anyone on the right, challenging the mainstream narrative and just going against the grain. Whatever, like they feel like they are the arbiters of truth. You cannot have a conversation with these people. They will just silence you. They can't back up what they're saying. So the best option, just nuke them off the platform. Yeah, this is just more big tech censorship. It keeps happening. I mean, look at what they did with the Hunter Biden story, the laptop. Now they're saying it's true, and which we knew about years ago, but they decided to bury that story on social media, and now they're taking that back now. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you would. I'd appreciate it. And until next time, I'm out.